Hey everybody in YouTube land. Today's video is about 3 truths that I think everybody that plays an instrument needs to take into consideration when they're practicing. Some of these might hurt a little bit, but but they are without doubt something you have to take into consideration when you're practicing, when you want to get better, when you want to really take your music to the next level. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, truth number 1. This probably is going to seem rather obvious. You have to put in the work. You have to get in the practice room on a regular basis, and you have to focus and put in the work. Get the sticks in your hand. If you play another instrument, get that instrument in your hands. But you have to do the work. And it's not like you can just go in with most things and get in the practice room and one day you're sort of okay, therefore you nailed it. No, you need to put in the work and you need to do it on a consistent basis. Have there been things that I've gone in the practice room that I needed to learn and by some miracle it was pretty easy with me and I got done with it, I could almost say in one practice session? Yeah, there are those things. Most things are not that way, but I've had those things. But truth be told, even now, even if I have that situation now, I do try to at least, if day one and it's sounding great, I need to get it better. So I'm at least going to take a week of pretty much daily practice. My goal is daily practice to make sure that whatever I'm doing is even better by the end of the week. Trust me when I tell you that. You put in the time. Don't let one practice session and you're done. That's not how it works. Even if you're good at something, be great at it. Take at least a week and focus on it. Trust me, in the end, you're going to see that skill is so much better than it was 7 days ago. Put in the work. Truth number 2. You have to practice what you're not good at. The main focus of your practice time, the majority of time, has to be on something you're not good at. That's why we do it. That's why we practice. A lot of people don't find that fun, okay? And sure, when I was a younger student, I hated it. Most younger students do hate it. They want a lot of instant gratification. They want to be able to go in, play the drums, have fun, and go, hey, I just nailed this thing to the wall. But what ends up happening is you're not learning anything new. So the majority of every practice session you have must be on something that you're not good at. And it's going to probably be painful for a little while. It's going to be, man, I stink at this. I can't do it. And I don't want to do that anymore. So here's that cool lick I just learned, the other day that I'm actually learned really quickly. And I'm going to just have some fun doing that. That's not what practice is for. Practice is for learning a new skill. And when you do practice, you want to do it over and over. And by over and over, I mean take several days to work on a topic. Don't look for instant gratification. Don't. It's a deadly idea to have that in your head that you need instant gratification. What you want to do is take a skill you're not good at and see where it ends up at least 5 to 7 days later. Some skills take longer, but what you need to do is understand, take some time and really nail it. Nail it to the wall 5 to 7 days later and then see where you are. But you have to have focus. I promise you, if you focus on day one and it's awful, I get it, happens to me all the time, has been happening to me for decades. But by day number 2, I think you're going to see that you're probably still not going to be that great at it, but there was progress. There was a move forward. By day number 3, I am fairly certain you're going to be able to see a progression forward that wasn't there 2 days ago. You're going to see a much more improved you. And by 7 days, you're probably going to be, wow, okay, that's actually quite incredible. I would venture to guess, or venture to tell you that record yourself. Record yourself. It doesn't have to be video. You can just audio record yourself. Record yourself on day 1. Practice every day for 5 to 7 days, and then record yourself on day 7. I am 90% sure, 99% sure you're going to sit there and go, whoa, I am way better than I was on day 1. Is that going to be the final time you practice this topic? I don't know. Some things will go by quickly. Some things will go by not so quickly. It will take you weeks, maybe a couple of months. But every week, I swear to you, you will be able to see progress forward. So keep that in mind. Practice what you're not good at. That should be the focus. Truth number 3, and I kind of think this one might be the hardest one, but truth number 3 is this. Keep in mind, everybody learns things at a different speed. Everybody learns things at a different speed. What do I mean by that? What I mean is, I can't tell you how many times when I was younger, especially in college, when I got to college and all of a sudden everybody was at least as good as me or better. And I would start looking at these people, and there'd be a friend of mine that would get this. We'd all have like this thing we'd have to do for Prof. Lane. That's Professor Johnny Lee Lane when he was at Eastern Illinois University. He might give us all something to do. And it would feel like it was taking forever when a buddy of mine like kind of did it in 2 to 3 days. And I would get so irritated at myself. But the truth of the matter is that particular person was looking at me because I was getting something faster than he was, just a different topic. Okay? So everybody learns at a different speed. Something that might take me 3-4 days to learn might take you 3 weeks to learn. But I guarantee you that every one of you watching this video right now can learn some skill on the drums faster than I can. We all learn at different speeds. We're all going to be, we'll all be number 1 at beating one of us out just because that particular skill somehow is ingrained in us. I don't know. But that's the thing. I have learned, some things have taken me a long time to learn, some things very quick. But like I've said earlier, give yourself at least 5 to 7 days at the barest minimum to see how far a topic can be. You can take a topic and see if you want to keep going with it. Or if you've just gotten better, but you still need to go further. I've done that a gazillion times. There are so many things in the drumming world, coordination exercises on the drum set, or I play marimba also and mallets and all kinds of percussion instruments. Some of those things took way longer to learn than other things. You just have to look at it and understand that everybody learns at a different speed. Bonus truth. Truth number 4, and I know I said there were 3 truths, but this is bonus, and I kind of just thought of it, so I wanted to add it. Focused practice time. Focused on the things you don't know how to do, the painful stuff. Focus on that. Is a lot shorter than you think. If you painfully go through a practice session for an hour, and you're trying to do this thing, and it's just not coming, and it's not coming, and it's not coming. It's not going to come that day. It's just not. But let's back that hour off to, say, 15 minutes. If you focus, and I mean focus on that thing you can't do, that painful thing that's irritating you so much, but you really focus on that for 15 minutes and you don't get it, great, put it aside. Come back the next day. Do it again. Focus again. Chances are by day 3, by day 4, by day 7, as long as you are doing it on I would say every day, 5 to 7 days a week, if you just put in those short practice times and you're focused, that's it, 15 minutes a day. In 7 days, you're going to be way better than you were on day 1. And you weren't spending an hour torturing yourself. That's where I think a lot of students, especially younger students, are just like, oh man, I put in I don't want to put in all this practice time. It doesn't have to be a lot of practice time. Just put in 15 minutes a day, solid, focused practice time on what you don't know. In 7 days, it's going to start. If it doesn't take care of itself, it will have started to take care of yourself, and you are definitely going to see a difference, without doubt. Hey everybody, that's the end of the video. If you got something out of this, consider subscribing. Hit that like button if you did like it. Also, share the video if you think this is something that somebody has a hard time with practicing. Share the video with them. That would be super cool. Hit the bell icon if you want to see more content. And until the next time, take care, everybody.